Good morning, sweet people. I just got out of the shower and my hair was wet. So I thought, well, what can I do with it? So I just pulled it back in a ponytail and while it was wet till I could get my face and clothes on. But anyway, when I did that, I thought about the 1970s and I thought, that's the hippie age. And this kind of looked like one of those hippie hairdos, just pull back. Pull back. I was raising babies in the 70s, so I didn't get to participate, but I did have some bell-bottom pants. Did y'all? Did y'all have some bell-bottoms? I wish I'd have kept them for my granddaughters. Listen, I've got something very important to tell y'all today. We are going to make a buttermilk pie out of the first cookbook. Here it is on this page right here. If you want to make it with me, go get your cookbook. We're going to make us a buttermilk pie. You probably got every single ingredient in it right now. And I also want to tell you this, and this is so important to me. If you ever did anything to help me, this is what's going to help me today. This book, listen, y'all, we're going to make the pie crust too. We're going to make the whole thing right here in just a few minutes. But both of these books, this is my first cookbook. This is my second. The red's my first. The blue's my second. This is, we are doing a reprint. So if you didn't get yours, this is your time. And listen, what's so important that I want you to do is this. Now, I got it upside down. Why, yes. Here's what I want you to do. If you've ever done anything to help me, this is it. I want you to share this video. And here is the reason. There are so many scammers out there that the real people who want to watch me won't see this unless somebody shares it and shares it and shares it. Please, if you've never done anything for me before, this is what I want you to do today. I want you to share this video because Facebook doesn't always let everybody see my videos, and you know that as well as I do. Some of y'all will say, I hadn't seen you cook in a month. Well, I cook all the time and take you on places. So if you share it, that means that somebody else can share it, and somebody else can share it, and we're going to get the word out that we are doing a reprint. And y'all, to get it by Christmas, you have got to order by October 8th. That's just a few days, and that's why it's so important for you to share this. If you've got a wedding coming up, or if you want to get something for Christmas presents, or if you don't even have the books and you want them, y'all, they're wonderful. I'm telling you, they are wonderful. They've got color. I don't want to lose my page because we're fixing to cook this. But every page has colored pictures on it. Colored pictures. Every recipe. It's going to show you every single thing. And it also does it in this book. The second book. Colored pictures in every single thing, y'all. Scripture, prayers, stories. I mean, it's all in here. And so you're going to want these, and you're going to want them for Christmas for sure, for all your relatives and stuff. And that little picture right there, I want to tell you about that picture. That is when we had a baptism, and we went down to the river to do it. And it's got all about that in there too. So listen, let's make our buttermilk pie. But first we're going to make our pie crust, okay? So let's get started. First I want you to screenshot this so you'll have it. Because you can either say BrendaGanttBook.com and order it. Or you can do the phone number. Whichever one you want to do, darling. Okay, let's make our crust first. Because we're going to cook it just a little bit. We have got to have 1.5 cups of your all-purpose white lily flour. That means the one that doesn't rise. We don't want it rising, do you? You don't want a fat pie crust. So we're going to, I already measured a cup. That's 1 cup. You put it directly in your pie plate. Isn't that great? We're not going to have to roll it out or anything. 1.5 cups. So let's get a 1/2 cup now. If we can get it out. And a 1/2 cup. All right, there's 1.5 cups of all-purpose white lily flour. All right, because you do not want the self-rising for this, okay? All right, the next part of my recipe is 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Put that in. Spread it around a little bit. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Y'all, you've got all of this in your little repertoire today. 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Any kind you want. That's 1/2 cup. Put that in. And we're going to mix this together, and then we're going to put in a little bit of milk. And let me get that out, because we're going to need just a little bit. I got some out this morning, put it in a measuring cup. But we're not going to need all this for sure. We are not going to need it, because it only takes just a scoop of this. Actually, I think it's 3.5 tablespoons, but you don't really use all of it. Let me show you why. All right, so what we're going to do is mix this up with our hand. And I know you think this isn't going to work. Well, let me tell you, it works. Some of y'all have already made the pie paw crust. If you want to screenshot that, you can screenshot that. If I've not covered it up. Okay, there we go. Anyway, you just mix this together like this. And we're going to put in, it says to put in, but I never do it, 3.5 tablespoons of whole milk. All right, see how it's making a dough there? I think it's fun. And you know what? Your children can do this, y'all. They can do this. This is going to be a good recipe for y'all to share with your friends and family. And also, you're going to share the cookbook. We're going to get this thing done. We don't let anybody mess with us. All right, so what we do is we do this. Now, let me show you. We're going to put in, it says 3.5 tablespoons of whole milk. Somebody gave you these little things, aren't they pretty? This is whole milk. I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. Gonna mix that in. Anyway, this morning when I got up, I thought, oh my word. So I took my shower, and I should have taken it last night because I had line dance, but I was just absolutely too tired. I just could not do it. All right, so there it is, right there. But what you want to do now is before you press it out, I didn't use all the milk, y'all. I didn't use it. I am going to get a little bit of flour, put on my hands, and on the top of that, I'm going to start working it out, okay? Like this. I did not use all the milk that it called for. Actually, I never have. Press it down real good. I've got my oven preheated on 350 degrees. All right. You want it about even. In other words, can y'all see now? We want it even. There we go. And listen, let me apologize for yesterday. We tried to do a live, didn't we? And that dadgum internet kept going in and out and in and out. And I thought, this is absolutely awful. Bring it up the sides a little bit because you want to have room for your buttermilk pie. And I know y'all are thinking, buttermilk, that sounds terrible. Well, let me tell you this. It is not terrible. It is delicious. You are going to love it. You have everything in your kitchen today to do that buttermilk pie. Every single thing. After you pull it up and feel around this little part right here, sometimes that gets a little bit thick right there. This pottery pie plate was given to me by one of you sweet followers. Y'all know I don't name names on mine. I don't even show all the stuff that y'all give me because I ain't got time. But I sure do appreciate it. Y'all are mighty sweet. Mighty sweet. Mighty, mighty, mighty. All right, here we go. that looks about ready. What I'm going to do is around this edging, I'm going to just push it down a little bit like that. So I'll have a thick, need a little bit of flour on my finger. A little thick edging right there. Well, we're going to kind of pre-cook this pie crust just a little bit. Y'all help me get that thing back up. I think I've got one shoulder lower than the other. I think the Lord makes us not perfect on both sides just so we can't gloat and carry on. I got everything on this side is different from everything on this side. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. All right. I got it pushed down a little bit. And you're saying, don't you grease your pie pan? Well, no, you do not. All right, let's stick it in the oven a little bit while we're doing our buttermilk pie. Let's put it in here. And all I'm doing, but that if you're going to use a bought pie crust, you don't have to put it in the oven like that. But I like to cook mine just a little bit, maybe 5 minutes or so before I actually put my stuff in it. Okay, let's get out our buttermilk stuff for our pie. Now, wasn't that crust easy? You didn't have to buy it. It didn't take much, and it is delicious. You're going to have to try this crust. I've got all our stuff out now for our buttermilk pie. I went ahead and did some things so it wouldn't be too long for you. All right, let me get my recipe. I usually use a recipe when I am doing a cake, a pie, or a cookie. If I'm not doing a cake, a pie, or cookie, I usually just throw it together. Whatever. All right, so on the buttermilk pie, in case you've got your book, you want to follow along and make you one. It's on page 185. 185. That little picture right there, I've had that thing probably since George and I married. I love those little pictures. They used to put cream and stuff in it. That napkin right there, I found at a yard sale one time. I surely did. And this pie plate's just one of those Corningware ones that I've got. Anyway, all right, let's get busy baking our pie. The actual filling for the pie. You need 1 cup of sugar. There's 1 cup of granulated sugar. Put it in your bucket over here. Your bowl, and that's an antique too. I've had it forever. It's an old one. All right, now we're going to need 2 tablespoons of your all-purpose flour. So here we go using the same thing again, the all-purpose. Because we're going to have eggs and it's going to make it rise. So we just need 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And there's where I measured it out. 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And we are going to need, let me stir that around a little bit. Let me mix my flour around in it. You have every single one of these ingredients, y'all, today. I know that you do. So get up off the stool and do nothing and do something. Make you a buttermilk pie. We'll have some in a little bit with some coffee. How's that sound? All right, now we're going to do, let's see what I want to mix in first. Combine the sugar and flour in a medium bowl. Add remaining ingredients and stir well. Bake 35 to 40 minutes until it slightly jiggles. Just slightly. Just a slight jiggle. Not much. You cook it more than a jiggle, then it's going to be dry. So just when you got a slight jiggle in the middle, it's done. All right, but it'll be about 35, 40 minutes, okay? So let's add all of our other ingredients. So let me tell you what they are. I've got to get out my milk. Hold on a minute. Okay, I've got out our buttermilk because it's going to be a buttermilk pie. Make sure that you get the whole buttermilk, okay? If you don't, you might need to, if you just got regular, you might have to add another egg because it won't thicken up. All right, so we've got our flour and our sugar in here, and now we're going to put in 1/2 cup of buttermilk. And I've already mixed this up good. I need to buy another thing. I'm about out. 1/2 cup. This is 1/2 cup. And I know it's not a liquid measure, but it can be. There's 1/2 cup of buttermilk. Good and thick. And healthy. It has such good flavor. Buttermilk actually makes everything taste better. So, I already had that measured out. I didn't even realize it. Gonna mix our buttermilk in. And now we're gonna put in 2 eggs. And it says have them beaten. So let's beat us up 2 eggs. Our ball game today is out of town, so I'm not gonna go to it. I normally don't go to the out of town games. I just don't do it. Beat up our eggs. We'll put that in. You know, back in the olden days, especially during Depression time when my granny was living, and they wanted something sweet, they had sugar, but they didn't have anything else. I imagine that's when this recipe was invented, was back when they didn't have things. And you'll notice that most of the recipes in my book and that I use are old-timey, because they don't take a list as long as your leg of ingredients. Let me get out all our egg. We got to have it all this morning. Our chicken egg. All right, on the vanilla, it takes a lot. It takes a whole tablespoon. To me, that's a lot. And it takes 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Let me make sure all that's out of there too. Look there at the extra that comes out when you use your little spoon to get it out. Make sure it's all out of there. And that's it. Oh my gosh, how easy is that? Y'all want to have some coffee and pie with me in just a little bit? About 35 minutes. I'll turn off the thing while we're waiting, okay? But remember, the main thing today, share, share, share. If I have 1,000 comments, then I want 1,000 shares. If I have 15,000 comments, I want 15,000 shares. We have got to get this out with this book. These books are ready for all those new followers and for all those that's been following the fake site that they didn't get one. Don't procrastinate. Don't put off. All right, let's get our pie crust out and pour it in it. Remember, I didn't cook the pie crust long. I just kind of got it a start. Y'all, a man made me 3 of these. He was from Cincinnati, Ohio, and he made me 3 of them. He said he'd after his wife died, he took up crocheting. And it's good and thick. It's a good one. All right, here's our pie crust. And I kind of got it a little started there. We're going to pour our mixture in it. And we're going to cook it for about 35-40 minutes until we get our slight jiggle. And we are going to have pie and coffee together, and we're going to talk. Y'all are going to sit with me. We could go out on the porch and have our pie. Would y'all like that? Let's go out on the porch early this morning and have buttermilk pie for breakfast. That's hot. Let me, wait. There we go. All right, let's look at our clock over there. I'm getting a little bit of a late start this morning. It's 10 minutes till 7. Well, actually about 5 minutes to 7. So about 7:30 we'll have it. And we'll have some pie and coffee together. Would y'all like that? I would. I need some company this morning. I need to talk with y'all this morning on this old day. I guess I'll put this in the words. Y'all, please help me. Please help me share it, because there's so many fake sites out there that folks are watching, and they won't see this. because they're watching a fake site. So if you'll share it, that'll mean more to me than anything that you can do for me today, is to do that. So let's wait on our pie, and we're going to get our books ordered. And matter of fact, while I'm waiting on the pie, you need to order the books and share and all that. Remember, you got weddings coming up. You got newlyweds coming up. Children are getting these books. In other words, if your little boy or your little girl has been interested in cooking, get them the book, because everything in it is easy. I mean, they can do it. There's hardly anything in there that they cannot do. All the recipes have just a few little ingredients, and they're easy, and you have them in your kitchen, and you hadn't got to go to the store and buy a bunch of stuff. So it's a good thing, y'all. Okay, it's been 35 minutes. Let's get it out. Let's get it out. Slight jiggle in the middle. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This is a buttermilk pie. I'm going to let it cool about 10 minutes, and then we're fixing to go on the porch. It feels so good out there on that porch. You're going to love it. Okay, y'all ready to cut our buttermilk pie? And listen, if it doesn't come out perfect, don't worry about it. Mine sometimes don't either. Let me push this over a little bit. Get our plate out. We're going to use a blue plate to go with my shirt. So we're going to cut us a piece of pie. See how set up it is? And we're going to have pie for breakfast. Do y'all ever do that? I love pie for breakfast. Another thing I like for breakfast is pound cake. I love pound cake for breakfast too. Hope it comes out pretty for you. And it does. Look at that. Let's taste our crust. All right, y'all. Let's get some coffee. Let me do that. I'm going to drink black coffee with mine. I've got my Fiesta ware out. There's our coffee. We've got our pie. Now, I'm going to have to turn you off till I get out there to the porch. I can't walk with everything in my hand. Okay, I'm out here. Let me try to sit down without spilling everything. Put my coffee right here. Hey, y'all. Y'all gonna have some cars going by because the children are going to school. There's Strawn School is right up the road from me. And I'm telling you, in the morning, you can't cross the street. That's the truth. So, let's taste our pie. We're gonna have some pie this morning for breakfast. And it's still warm, y'all. It's so good. I love it. The crust is tender and good. I figured I'd use my orange cup today because it's fall. It's fall, y'all. Got on my orange apron too today. After we finish eating this pie together, I really do want you to go and order your books. Don't get left out this time, y'all. I mean, we've done reprints, and you've got new followers, and you old followers that already have both of your books. Now, you're going to share it for me, right? You're going to help me today. You may want to get one for your mama for Christmas. You young folks, or yourself. You older folks may want to get them for your grandchildren, the ones that watch me all the time. And remember, write a letter in your cookbook. Now, here's what the reason I'm saying that. Let me get them up here. Wait a minute. Oh, I had them on the floor. I've carried them in and out and around. Here's the reason. I didn't choose glossy paper, y'all. And the reason I didn't is I want you to be able to write in your cookbook. You cannot write on glossy paper. So I didn't, oh Lord, I dropped my fork. 3-second rule, 3-second rule. So write your children or your little wedding person or whoever you're getting the book for, write them a note. And when you do a recipe, like this buttermilk pie recipe, write down the date that you did it up there at the top and put down stuff like I added more vanilla, or I didn't add quite that amount of sugar, or I did it just like the recipe and it was delicious, or I didn't like it, or whatever. I don't care what you write up there. Just make sure you write something, because the reason I want you to do that is that's going to make your book even more valuable, y'all. It's going to make it more valuable. If you've got your little handwriting all in it, write in your book so that when you pass on, your grandchildren will see your handwriting and date it and put your name under it. Put your name under it. Like Big Mama's, what I put under mine. You can put whatever you want on yours. You've got all the ingredients to this. Y'all hear those cars going by? That was a truck right there. I don't know where he's going. He didn't have any children in it that I saw. Maybe he's a teacher. Today's Friday. Everybody will be out going to the ball games and everything. As I'm sitting here on the porch, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I hear those coddle house people over there talking and laughing on the front porch. And that brings me joy because I know they're having a good time. I know they are. Let me put this down a minute. Get me my sip of coffee. And we'll hold this up again too, because I want you might want to screenshot it. That's for the 2 books. Let me put them in order. This is the first one. This is the second one, but you need them both. You want the set. There it is. Can you see that? You gonna share for me today, or you gonna give me that gift of sharing? That'd be the best thing you can do for me today and help me out. Because I'm gonna tell you, those fake shows, they're everywhere, and they're not gonna show this. They won't show it. I doubt very seriously if they will. But today, I'm gonna give you the date. What is today? October. What is today, y'all? October the 8th is, no, today's not the 8th, it's 6th. I think it's the 6th, or 5th or 6th, I don't know. I'm just trying to give you the date, so if you see it on a fake show, you'll know, but I'm doing it on today, okay? I love you. Oh, make you some pie this morning and have you a good little day. Come up here close to me. Come up here close to me so we can say goodbye to each other. Gosh, I matched my pillow back, don't I? Y'all have a great day. I love you. Remember to share. That's if I have 15,000 comments, which I doubt if I'll have, but if I do, I want 15,000 shares. Love y'all. Bye-bye.